Hey, it's your boy Cosmic here, and remember how I said that Dachshund players probably aren't human? Well, I'm almost convinced that Nay players aren't either. I don't think they're some hyper-intelligent alien race like Dachshund, quite the opposite. I actually think that they're some kind of strange AI, because I genuinely cannot fathom why anyone would play Neo, because he's a pretty decent character tier list-wise, and I at least know what you would want to do playing him, but he just seems so boring to play as. So, like, the only explanation for the fact that there are innate players is some hyper-intelligent AI was trying to pick the easiest character to learn to play as so it could beat us all in Joy Mech fight. Actually, no, you wouldn't even need to be particularly intelligent to play Nay. I take back the hyper-intelligent part. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, today I decided instead of whining about it, I'd try and get inside the head of an innate player, which is going to be difficult because Star and Nay are pretty much two totally opposite characters. Oh, surely you play other characters other than Star? Yeah, I do. Leo, who's still pretty much the exact opposite of Nay anyway, so that doesn't really help me. So, yeah. Today I decided I'd make a video trying to get inside the head of a Nay player, trying to kind of figure out what goes on in there, if anything does, and why does it go on in there. So, yeah. So in order to get inside the head of a Nay player, I needed to devise a plan. Step 1, get good at Nay. This is fairly obvious, but I'm not a Nay player. If I picked Nay against you as, like, the person who's watching this video, I would probably lose. So I needed to find a way to get good at Nay. Step 2 was to beat the first page of super hard difficulty as Neo. I would pick Nay for this, but unfortunately, the story mode only allows you to pick the first 8 characters, so Neo is the closest I'm going to get to that. And the final step of the plan was to get on the JMF Discord and beat the shit out of a Platinum rank player as Nay to test my knowledge of the character. Easier said than done, I know, but I'm also a Platinum rank, so I have that going for me, I guess. Thankfully, all of the Platinum ranks are emulator players, which, I mean, technically I'm a Switch player, but Lord knows I'm not going to be filming part of a video like this, so it's a good thing that they're on a platform that I can actually record for. After planning things out a bit more, I realized that it would be best if I split this up into 3 days. One day where I try and get good at Nay, one day where I do the super hard difficulty thing that I was talking about, and one day where I try and beat the shit out of a Platinum rank. So on day 1, I decided to ask the only Nay player in the server, well, I mean, technically they're Neo player, but same difference really, if they had any advice. Well, okay, technically there was another one, but he has 3 first 8 rolls, so I don't think he's even beaten the game yet. So anyway, I decided to ask this fabled Neo player if they had any advice, and... Okay, message taken. Spam uppercut as much as possible. Right, got it, thanks. Alright, so this is day 1 of being a Nay player, and I can already feel the degeneracy flowing through my veins. I'm just gonna... Yeah, alright, I know some stuff about him. I know his basic moveset. I know he can do this. He can do the uppercut thing, and I know he can just press buttons a lot and do a rapid kick thing. I know he has, like, the EX Nay upper thing for more damage. I know that has an infinite on most characters. Well, okay, not most characters, but some of them. I know you can... Oh, you can control the speed of the projectile. I was wondering if you could do that. Yeah, I know he can do this bit kick thing. Yeah, that's all of his moves. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna vibe with him in training mode for a bit. I don't know. I guess I'll fight Neo. I'll fight my inferior self. Oh god. Okay, so Scapicon told me that using Nay Upper told me that Nay Upper is his best tool, so I think I'm gonna try and use that as much as possible. Okay, I wonder if... Okay, so the Nay Infinite doesn't work on Neo, and that's interesting. Alright. Okay, I will say, though, even when it doesn't get the Infinite off, it is really satisfying being able to land the EX Nay Upper. I think the whole thing with controlling the speed of the projectile probably has a lot of potential. Oh god, get away from me. Yeah, I don't really see a use for like the rapid kick thing. I've used it a couple times now, but I'm not really sure what it could be used for. Maybe like keeping opponents away. Actually, wait a minute. It seems like in most situations the like his normal kick is a better anti-air than the uppercut, which is really strange. Oh god. Okay. Um yeah. All right, yeah. All right, you know what? I don't feel like I learned much from that, so maybe if I fight the AI Nay, I'll get some ideas of what his moves could be used for. All right, I'm gonna pick Star for very obvious reasons. And all right, Star versus Nay. Um, yeah, okay. So I don't know why it keeps using Nay Upper. It doesn't seem like Nay Upper is quite as good of a move as oh my god, the AI in this game just does not know how to deal with oh god, with crashback. Yeah, it doesn't seem like Nay is actually that good in most situations. It seems like oh god. Yeah, the Nay Infinite works on Star, unfortunately. Thankfully, I don't think the developers knew about the Nay Infinite, which is why I've never seen an AI Nay player use it. Which, I mean, I'm not complaining. I don't like it at all. Okay, so Nay Upper can be used to punish Stardust. Alright. It seems like Nay is actually pretty good at kind of keeping Star locked down and like kind of countering his options. Well, actually no, never mind. See, I think I'm getting the impression that Cannon Hit takes priority over Nay Upper. Okay, how did I get away with that? Okay, I will say getting double Stardust is one of the most satisfying things in this game. It's very nice. Okay. Wow, I've actually I've it's honestly really rare for the AI to block crashback. I haven't seen that many times. Oh god, okay. Okay, I might actually be in some trouble here. What? Okay, yeah, using Stardust obviously wasn't a great idea there. I need to stop. I need to get better at like just not instinctively using Stardust. I just do it sometimes for no reason and it wait, okay. I have I have no idea how I got away with that, but apparently I did. I also decided I needed to test by far the most important metric of a character's viability, that being if they stand a chance against Guyan, and to my surprise, Nay actually has a pretty decent matchup against Guyan. I honestly don't know if it's in Nay or Guyan's favor. I lean more towards saying it's in Guyan's, sadly, but you know, it's like he still has more of a chance than most of the characters in this game. And it was around this time that I realized something. Um, if a character doesn't have good aerial movement and they're fighting Nay, they're fucked. Like they're actually fucked because the projectile is very good. It gets 16 damage, which is really like that's pretty good. And since you can control the speed of it, the slower projectile, it might be easy to jump over, but it keeps opponents away for a long time. And if they jump over it, you can just use the kick or nay upper. Like he has a lot of really good zoning tools. I wouldn't say he's just a zoning character. I'd say there are other things you can do with him. I proceeded to actually play quite a few games with Nay. I only recorded two of them. Most of them were on the Switch version. And in one of those, I found a thing he can do, which I really like. I'm very disappointed I found it on the Switch version while I wasn't recording or anything, because you have to look at it in this quality, but he can do this, and it's really satisfying. It's like there's no real way to set it up well or anything like that, but when it does happen, it's very satisfying. But yeah, that's about it for the stuff that I learned about Nay on day one, other than some matchup stuff. So now, time to move on to the part where I talk about day two. Like I said before, for day two, I was going to try to be a part of the story mode on super hard difficulty, or as this game calls it, special difficulty, as Neo, since Neo is the closest thing to Nay that the game lets you play as in story mode. So I went in and... Oh, well, yeah, this is actually not the original version of the game. This is a modded version created by Refreshing Lemonade over at the JMF Discord. Shoutouts to the JMF Discord. Turns out he needed to remove some of the story mode stuff in order to, I don't know, free up space for other stuff he wanted to add. I'm not really sure. But yeah, this is a thing now. So, yeah, he happened to remove all of the most challenging ones to defeat. Gibber isn't here, which I'm very disappointed about. Hashtag justice for Gibber. Let's get this trending on Twitter, guys. Anyway, so yeah, so I decided to start by fighting Skater because he was the closest thing to a B tier that was here, like a B tier or higher. So yeah, I fought Skater. And I lost somehow. Yeah, not really sure how that happened, but I tried a second time and I won without losing a life, so that was something, I guess. The other three all went pretty smoothly. I discovered that Zack gets beaten by pretty much every character in the game if they literally just walk forward. Like, he genuinely has no options at close range. It's actually kind of funny in a way, just how bad he is. I had a little bit of difficulty with Bok Bok and Grak, but those were fairly easy too. And then I got to Ra, which I was absolutely dreading. The first two lives he had were fairly easy to get rid of. The third one was considerably more difficult, but once I got enough throw on him, I was able to just keep him away with projectiles, and so yeah, that was actually pretty easy. Like I said, Lemon Child removed all of the most challenging fights, so the only one that really gave me any difficulty was Ra. I mean, Skater was difficult too at first, but once I worked out the AI patterns, it was really easy. Anyway, on to day 3. But yeah, for day 3, I had to beat the shit out of a Platinum rank as Nay, which was going to be difficult because Platinum ranks are usually very good at the game. Yeah, I'm decent at it. I may or may not be deserving of the title of Platinum rank, not gonna lie. Eventually, I ended up fighting against SLK, not because of any deeper reasons, but he just happened to be available at the time. So, yeah. First game, he picked Y, I picked Nay. Turns out Nay gets absolutely fucking destroyed by Y. Yeah, after I got absolutely bodied by SLK's Y, I decided to just play Star for a few games because, I don't know, I thought maybe I wasn't a very good Nay player. Yeah, and then after a while, he picked Gel. I was like, alright, you know what? Maybe it was just a matchup thing. I think I'll pick Nay. And in that moment, I felt the atom energy flowing through me. Finally, I understood what it means to be a Nay player. So yeah, somehow I managed to beat SLK's Gel as Nay. You can see here I'm being an absolute degenerate as usual with this video. But yeah, eventually I won. So, in conclusion, here's some footage of what goes on inside the head of a Nay player.
ほう、向かってくるのか。逃げずにこのディオに近づいてくるのか。せっかく祖父のジョセフが私のザワールドの正体を試験終了チャイム直前まで問題を解いている受験生のような必死こいた気分で教えてくれたというのに。近づかなきゃてめえをぶちのめせないんだな。ほうほう。では十分近づくがよい。
But yeah, joking aside, this was actually a pretty fun video to make. Nay's, well, I would be lying if I said he was an interesting character. All he really does is use projectiles and then use Nay Upper if you get close. And then maybe Bit Kick if you're feeling spicy. But that was kind of what I thought about Nay before I made this video. So it's nice to know that I was actually right and I wasn't just being a scrub. If you want to test this, feel free to play against me, and I'll pick Nay, and I'll pretty much do exactly this, and I will probably win. Oh Christ, I'm getting into full scrub coach territory right here. I need to end this video before I say something extremely dumb that just permanently haunts me for the rest of my life. So yeah, bye.